Have you ever stopped to think about the amount of things we touch daily without even realizing it? From the moment we wake up until bedtime, our hands interact with an endless number of surfaces. But here's a question that might make you uncomfortable. How many of these surfaces do you actually clean frequently? Prepare for a shocking revelation that could change your perception of daily hygiene and the proliferation of germs. In this video, we're going to delve into the invisible world of bacteria and viruses that hide on objects you touch every day and probably never clean. You'll be surprised to discover which items are true germ magnets and how they can affect your health. Stay with us until the end to uncover these mysteries and learn simple tips to keep your environment safer and free from invisible threats. Chapter 1. The Hidden Empire of Remote Controls. Did you know that your TV remote control might be one of the dirtiest objects in your home? Think about how many hands touch it throughout the day. Yours, your children's, maybe visitors. It falls on the floor, is handled during meals, and is rarely included in the cleaning routine. The grooves and buttons are perfect for accumulating dirt and, what's worse, microorganisms that proliferate silently. The truth is, these small devices are true reservoirs of bacteria, viruses, and even fungi. Studies have shown that hotel remote controls, for example, carry an alarming microbial load. And in your home, the situation isn't much different. Food scraps, dust, and hand grease create a favorable environment for germ life. Think about your air conditioning remote. You pick it up to adjust the temperature, often after coughing, sneezing, or scratching your nose. This seemingly harmless routine transfers thousands of invisible particles to the remote's surface. And from there, these particles can be carried directly to your mouth or eyes with a careless touch. The same applies to your stereo remote control. How many times do you handle it while eating a snack or after coming in from outside? With each touch, you deposit a quantity of germs that can survive for hours or even days on the plastic surface and buttons. Without regular cleaning, you're creating a continuous cycle of contamination. The good news is that the solution is simple and quick. Regular cleaning with a cloth lightly dampened with isopropyl alcohol or an appropriate disinfectant can make a huge difference. Don't forget to pay attention to the crevices and buttons, where germs love to hide. Make cleaning your remote control a weekly habit to protect your health. Chapter 2. The Hidden Buttons of Everyday Life. Light switches are, without a doubt, one of the most touched objects in any environment, be it at home, work, or public places. Think about how many times you turn a light on or off throughout the day, often without even noticing. This constant and repetitive action causes the switch's surface to accumulate an impressive amount of dirt, grime, and, of course, millions of germs. Although they seem harmless, these small rectangles on the wall are ideal contact points for the transmission of bacteria and viruses. After all, our hands are always in contact with other surfaces before touching the switch. Then we touch our face, mouth, or other objects, creating a cycle of cross-contamination that often goes unnoticed. And the doorbell? It's your home's calling card, touched by mail carriers, neighbors, friends, and service providers. Every person who presses, it leaves a little bit of themselves, and, unfortunately, the germs they carry. If you don't clean your doorbell regularly, it becomes an invisible meeting point for all sorts of unwanted microorganisms. The situation is worsened because the cleaning of switches and doorbells is often neglected. They aren't part of most people's daily or weekly cleaning routines. They are forgotten, allowing layers of bacteria, flu viruses, and even more resistant pathogens to accumulate and survive for long periods. The solution is simple and effective. Include light switches and the doorbell in your cleaning routine. Use a soft cloth dampened with disinfectant or 70% alcohol to wipe these surfaces. Pay attention to the edges and buttons. where dirt and germs tend to lodge. A small gesture that makes a big difference in your home's hygiene. Chapter 3: The Invisible Footprints on Doorknobs and Handles. Doorknobs and the handles of cabinets and drawers are, without a doubt, constant contact points in any home or office. Every time we open a door or access a cabinet, our hands interact with these surfaces. This frequency of touch, often unconscious, transforms them into true germ epicenters, accumulating an alarming amount of bacteria and viruses throughout the day. Think about the routine. You come in from outside, touch the front door knob. Then you open the refrigerator, kitchen drawers, bathroom cabinet doors. With each touch, you deposit and collect millions of microorganisms. Dirt, hand grease, food residue, and most worryingly, pathogens from colds, flu, and other illnesses find a perfect home on these surfaces. The danger lies precisely in the frequency with which these objects are touched by different people. Family members, visitors, service providers. Everyone leaves their invisible mark. If someone is sick, the chance of germ transmission through these surfaces increases exponentially, creating an environment conducive to the spread of infections. Neglecting the cleaning of these items is a common problem. Many people focus on larger, more visible surfaces, forgetting doorknobs and handles. They end up being ignored in the cleaning routine, allowing germs to accumulate and survive for long periods, awaiting the next touch to be transferred to other surfaces or to the body itself. Incorporating the cleaning of doorknobs and handles into your weekly routine is crucial for maintaining a healthier environment. Use a clean cloth dampened with multi-surface disinfectant or 70% alcohol to wipe these areas. Pay special attention to corners and crevices where dirt and germs tend to hide. A simple habit that can make a big difference in preventing illness. Chapter 4: The Silent Companions. House and car keys. Your house and car keys are, without a doubt, some of the objects you touch most throughout the day, and the frequency of this contact is very high. You pick them up when you leave, when you enter, toss them in your bag or pocket, handle them to open doors, and start the car. However, we rarely give a thought to the hygiene of these small and essential items, which become true germ collectors. Think for a moment about all the places your keys have been: a restaurant table, a store counter, the parking lot floor, another person's hands. Each of these contacts deposits a myriad of bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms. Without regular cleaning, your keys transform into transport vehicles for these germs, carrying them into your home and car. The material of most keys, usually metal and plastic, is not immune to pathogen adhesion. On the contrary, many germs can survive for hours and even days on these surfaces. When you touch your keys and then scratch your nose, rub your eyes, or pick up food, you are creating a direct route for microorganisms to enter your body. The situation worsens because cleaning keys is an almost non-existent habit for most people. They are such ubiquitous and seemingly harmless objects that they end up being completely ignored in the hygiene routine. This lack of attention allows the microbial load to accumulate constantly, transforming them into a potential source of cross-contamination for everything you touch. The solution to this invisible problem is incredibly simple. Periodically, take a moment to clean your keys with a disinfectant wipe or a cloth dampened with 70% alcohol. Don't forget to clean all surfaces, including the crevices and the keyring. Adopting this small measure can significantly contribute to reducing the spread of germs in your environment and protecting your health. Chapter 5: Your Constant Companion, Landline and Cell Phone. Whether it's your home landline or the cell phone that's always by your side, these devices are touched hundreds of times a day. They travel with us everywhere. Bathrooms, public transportation, restaurants, and are constantly handled by us and often by other people. This continuous interaction transforms them into one of the dirtiest and most contaminated objects you own. surpassing even a toilet seat in terms of microbial load. The surface of phone screens and buttons is a fertile ground for the proliferation of bacteria and viruses. Heat, humidity, and constant exposure to various surfaces create an ideal environment for these microorganisms. Makeup residue, skin oil, dust, and even saliva droplets accumulate, forming an invisible layer of dirt that serves as food for germs. Think about the times you use your cell phone, while eating, after touching objects on the street, or even in the bathroom. Each of these situations transfers an alarming amount of germs to the device. And what happens next? You bring it to your face to make a call, or to your eyes when browse social media, creating a direct route for contamination of your body. The cleaning of these devices is often ignored or done inadequately. Many people simply wipe the screen with their clothes or a common tissue, which isn't enough to eliminate germs. This lack of effective hygiene allows pathogens to accumulate, turning your phone into a disease carrier that you take everywhere with you. To protect your health, make it a habit to clean your cell phone and landline regularly. Use disinfectant wipes specifically for electronics or a microfiber cloth lightly dampened with 70% isopropyl alcohol. Clean the screen, the back, and the edges. Remember that a clean device isn't just about aesthetics. It's about health and well-being for you and your family. Chapter 6. The hidden layer in your wallet. Your wallet and the credit and debit cards it holds are daily companions in all your transactions. You handle them dozens of times a day to pay bills, withdraw money, present documents. However, these items, which pass through so many hands and surfaces, are rarely included in your cleaning routine. They become true germ sanctuaries, collecting a surprising amount of invisible microorganisms. Think about the places your wallet and cards travel: store counters, credit card machines in busy establishments, ATMs, the hands of different attendants. Each of these contacts transfers bacteria, viruses, and even fungi to the surface of your items. The moisture from cash and the oiliness of fingers create an ideal environment for these germs to proliferate silently. The plastic of cards, in particular, is a surface where many types of germs can survive for long periods. By touching the card and then scratching your nose, touching your mouth, or even handling food, you are facilitating the entry of these pathogens into your body. This route of cross-contamination is often overlooked, but represents a significant risk to your health. Most people never think about cleaning their wallet or cards, considering them personal use items that don't need hygiene. This lack of attention allows the microbial load to accumulate without interruption. Over time, your wallet becomes a source of contamination, bringing germs into your home, car, and onto any surface it touches. It's essential to incorporate the cleaning of these objects into your hygiene routine. Use a disinfectant wipe or a soft cloth lightly dampened with 70% alcohol to clean all your plastic cards. For your wallet, depending on the material, a damp cloth with mild soap or a disinfectant spray might be appropriate. A small effort to ensure these essential items are not sources of germs. Chapter 7. The hidden details in personal devices. Hearing aids and glasses are extensions of our body, worn for long periods and in direct contact with skin, hair, and even the ear. Constant proximity to body areas that produce oil, sweat, and are exposed to respiratory droplets means these objects accumulate a significant amount of dirt and germs. However, the detailed cleaning of these parts is often neglected. The temples of glasses and the nose pads that rest on your nose are direct contact points with the skin. Natural skin oils, makeup residue, and sweat accumulate in these areas, creating a warm, moist environment ideal for bacterial proliferation. Throughout the day, your hands touch these parts when adjusting your glasses, transferring more germs to the surface. In the case of hearing aids, the situation is even more critical. They sit inside or behind the ear, an area that can be damp and where earwax accumulates. This combination is a paradise for bacteria and fungi, which can cause ear infections if the device isn't cleaned properly and frequently. Additionally, dirty hands can transfer other pathogens. The lack of regular and proper cleaning of these items is a widespread problem. Many people worry about cleaning their spectacle lenses, but forget the temples and nose pads. With hearing aids, even less care is taken, often limited to superficial cleaning. This neglect compromises personal hygiene and increases the risk of irritation and infection. It's essential to incorporate daily cleaning of these devices into your routine. For glasses, use mild soap and water to clean the temples and nose pads, drying thoroughly with a clean microfiber cloth. For hearing aids, follow the manufacturer's recommendations, but generally a soft, dry cloth is sufficient for external cleaning, and specific earwax removal tools can be used. Take care of these details for your health. Conclusion: see how seemingly harmless objects we touch every day can be true germ breeding grounds. From the remote control to your keys, passing through your cell phone and glasses, the invisibility of these microorganisms doesn't make them any less dangerous. Small changes in your cleaning habits can make a huge difference in preventing illness and promoting a healthier environment for you and your family. Don't underestimate the power of regular cleaning. Include these 7 objects in your hygiene routine and observe how awareness of germ proliferation can change your perception of cleanliness. If you liked this video and learned something new, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future content full of tips for a healthier and more informed life.